Hi, people. I've just watched the film Love Actually, and brilliant film. Hugh Grant actually doesn't do too bad a job in this movie. Generally, he's not the best actor, but Love Actually is a brilliant film. It really. Well, I've just been lying in the bed looking at it this morning, and it's absolutely made me emotional. And I was crying and sniffing and whatever, and it's just the lovely, touching feelings that are associated with love and lust, even. But I was lying there crying, and technically my face is still wet here. You can't see a thing. It's still wet here, and and I'm still, you know. But I was lying in the bed thinking to myself, yeah, the amount of people who think that they're bipolar and that they're, extremely hyper emotional and stuff like that. And if I was a girl, if I was a woman, if I was an XX, you know, lying in the bed watching this film and crying, it would be completely acceptable. Okay, fair enough, you could say, hey, that's an emotional woman, right? But it's acceptable. Correct me if I'm wrong, people, but I really don't think I am. Now, as a technical, in the eyes of people, man, lying in my bed, watching Love Actually, the film, crying, sniffing, feeling, like electric and raw on the inside, watching this film. Geez, I better unscramble just in case this is scrambled. I hate the way this bloody camera scrambles. We're just gonna clear the camera with this virtual clean. Yeah, okay. But so basically my point is, if I was a woman, they'll be totally okay. And and accept it. And if I'm a man, or if you people out there are men, then it's going to be harder for you to get away with that. You'll be treated as a bipolar person, or an unstable person, blah blah blah. All those, I don't even know the terminology, because thankfully I've never been in a hospital for those sorts of things. I've been to psychiatrists, psychologists, counselors, healers, neurologists, all of those sorts of people, and and they all tried to work me out. Yeah, but they didn't really. The actual truth is, they didn't try and work me out at all. They just tried to label me with some kind of a disorder or a syndrome, and not actually, explain how these things are. What's the root cause of the problem? Instead they want to fix it with drugs that numb you, and don't allow you to be what you're supposed to be, which is basically to feel. And that is what I think is happening in this kind of world. A lot of people like to call it Illuminati. I did watch a series of videos last night by the famous David Icke, who is somebody who I've heard of for many, 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 many years, but I've never bothered to listen or really care about it, because obviously reptilian blah blah is a bit too far, you know what I mean? It could be true, but I mean, it's a bit too far anyway. It doesn't matter if they're snakes or fucking monkeys, I don't care. They're fucking idiots, man. And, my point is that, this, as they like to call it, Illuminati people, I mean, the main movers and bullshitters of this world, who are in control, essentially, and are extremely greedy, and who knows, but I think they're really trying to numb people's emotions, so that you're not emotional, so that you're not heartfelt, so that you don't care, so that these people can go ahead, so that nations can continue going along and raping other nations of something, and I think, on the street there isn't enough emotion. You don't see enough people caring about each other, and you know, you don't even really see too much love, you know, in public. And you don't really see, I mean, you do. Actually, that's ridiculous. Of course you do, but yeah, I suppose I'll leave it at that. There's a load of points here, and I definitely want to discuss this more in depthly. I realised that for this year and a bit, year and 4 months now, is it 3 months, whatever, that I've been on YouTube, been a great thing for me. You know, a friend of mine said, "What are you doing on these YouTube videos? A lot of crap there." You know, this is an actual friend of mine. There was another person on YouTube commenting saying total crap, yeah. But an actual friend of mine, physical, in reality friend of mine, said to me, "What are you fucking doing, Gavin?" And, you know, and I've had to say to that person, like, you know, notice the way I don't use a sex there, him or her, that person. Yes, I think we can get to that point, people. I really do. Anyway, what was the point? Yeah, that person said, like, yeah, what do you do on the YouTube videos? But, you know, I just haven't talked too much in depth about other stuff. I've just been pretty much intersex talking, and trying to hit home to the people of the world that there are just males and females on the planet. I'm just smiling here because, yes, I suppose it is the 5 millionth time I've said that. Anyway, so I'll just leave it at that. I really don't mind if this video is scrambled. Hope you don't mind either. Sometimes it'll be scrambled, sometimes it won't. How do you like your eggs in the morning? Okay, ciao.